What's good? It's your boy Adrian Nyce. Welcome to another episode of Mouthin Out. Right now, I'm here with a very special guest,
Armani Caesar.
in the building. How you doing today?
Good. Just feeling very grateful, very blessed, very just merry.
Big bets. Okay, so let's just start off talking about why we are here. Where are we? What's going on?
So basically, I usually always do something for Thanksgiving, Christmas, like a drive, and something to kind of just give back to the community. I know that it was getting a little chilly out, so I made sure that I did the coats. It was originally just going to be a toy drive for the kids.
Oh, wow.
Because I know, it's with COVID and everything going on, people were losing their jobs.
Their houses. Shit, crazy.
So I'm just trying to make sure that, we give back and somebody got something to put under the tree,
Definitely. And where is this happening? This is at a hair salon, right? Yes. Soon to be?
Yes. This is at Pink Castle's hair studio. It's on Bradford Drive in Charlotte, North Carolina. So make sure y'all come out and support them. This is actually the second side they're going to be building on.
Oh, okay.
So the other side is the actual salon.
I was seeing that. I was like, I was worried about walking in on the wrong side, but
you good. But shout out to them for letting me host it here and then for being totally supportive, giving me everything that I needed. And, getting your lashes done, your brows done, your hair done, all of that, hit them up.
So let's talk about you now. Okay, I like to bring my interviewees through a story. Everybody that's watching, I like to talk about it as if I've never, I don't know anything about you, haven't done any research, et cetera, et cetera. Hey, how you doing? She wants some shines. Hello, Gabby. Hello.
Say hi. You gonna feed the baby?
So where are you from?
I'm originally from Buffalo, New York. Shout out to the Buffalo kids.
Okay, and you grew up there?
Yes, born and raised. I moved down here when I was grown.
What was life like growing up for you?
I grew up in the inner city, but I had a pretty good childhood, very community-based. Even my love for music and hip-hop came from just being on a block, listening to music with my friends and stuff, so.
Was your family into music too? Like your mom, your dad, were they playing music or were they in the industry at all?
So my mom, she just, was a young mom, always had all the coolest CDs, of course. My grandmother, the hip-hop head of the family. My uncle was a DJ, so yeah, pretty much.
It was in the family?
Yeah, definitely.
And then naturally, you came into it, and so you rap, correct?
Yes. And
But if we had to choose between the two,
I would definitely write. Yeah.
When people first see you, do they automatically assume that you sing or no, not now?
They will assume that I probably model or something.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Do you model? Have you done?
My own brand. I'm the brand ambassador of Armani's Closet. So yeah, shout outs to the model.
But we focusing on music, baby.
Yes. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm very much on mogul time. I'm.
See that? What?
If this year ain't taught you nothing, it taught you that you have to have more than one stream of income. One is too close to zero for me. So I always wanted to make sure that I had multiple streams. So just as much as I'm into music, I'm into my business as well. So.
You got Armani's Closet. What else we got?
So I have Armani's Closet. I have the 7-day manual where I teach women how to start their business in 7 days like I did. And I have a couple more ventures in the mix, so,
Multiple streams of income. She's a smart one. She's a smart one. So music. So when did you start taking music seriously, I guess?
I would say around 16.
16.
Yeah, I was writing rhymes probably at 12 years old, but I was a little shy. And I knew that I wasn't nice yet, so I wanted to make sure that I was like at least a little bit nice. So I
Polished up.
studio, yeah.
And then you started going to the studio, and then what progressed after that? What happened? Run me through the whole.
So I went to the studio one day for some studio time. Shout out to DJ Shay.
In the building.
Yes. He actually had a studio, which is like the biggest studio in Buffalo. And that's where I met Conway and Benny the Butcher. And we were all in a group together called Buff City.
Okay.
So I got my start. Yeah. It was dope.
So you were rapping.
Yes, I was a female. I was the first lady of Buff City Records.
That's dope. And then let's jump to, so you're signed right now, correct? Who are you signed to?
Griselda.
And so did this recently happen, or when did this happen?
Yeah, I got signed in March, but again, like I've been rapping with them since I was like 16 years old. Everybody kind of like did their own thing, and especially with me moving down here to go to school. So it was like, but we always kept in touch, and I always knew that we were going to do something, but I didn't know that it would be me signing to them. But, I'm glad I'm with who I started with.
Do you still keep in touch with the other two people that you were? Yeah.
Yeah, we in a group together.
So y'all are still in a group?
Yes, we're still in a group. We're all signed to Griselda Records now. Me, Westside, Benny the Butcher, and Conway the Machine.
And so are y'all putting out compilation tapes? Is it everybody putting out their singles, their own thing?
Yeah, so Benny just dropped not too long ago, and so did Conway. We just actually did a show on Tidal.
I've seen that.
Live, so that was fire. And we got our own projects going, but we might do like a collab project all together. But, all of us are always on each other's projects anyway, so.
Facts.
Yeah.
So you being from up north and then, coming down to the south, what are the biggest differences that you see between the two?
I would say just like the quality of life. It's a lot less hustle and bustle, more family oriented down here.
Facts.
The weather is nicer.
Really? So like right now, is it like snowing in New York or?
Yes, like I actually almost got snowed in, like doing a video up there.
No bueno.
Yeah, it was rough. So I had to hurry up and get that down here.
Okay, so there's a lot more hustling up there?
Yes, for sure. I would say just because, it's expensive to live in New York. Not so much Buffalo, but it is very much expensive to live in New York. And I think that in Buffalo, it's a lot of people that are just trying to get it. And that's where I got my hustle from. So,
do you know what an elevator pitch is?
yes.
Okay, you'll be surprised that a lot of people don't. There we go. Okay, so I have this segment. So what I'm about to do, I'm going to paint this picture, okay? And within this picture, you're going to pitch yourself to your audience, the people, my audience, on why they should listen to your music and fuck with your music, okay? All right, so let me see how we want to do this. Okay, so we're on a big stage. Since for COVID, we're at a virtual concert. It's you. We got the cameras up, the lights up, everything's set up. We got 5 billion people in the world tapped in looking at you. So please, you got 1 minute. Tell them why they should listen to you, why they should fuck with you and your grind.
I'm Armani Caesar, and you should fuck with me in my grind because there's no other female in my lane that looks like this, rapping like this, and I could do both. So if you want to hear some trap music, I'm around for that. If you want to hear some boom bap, backpack or any kind of music, I can do all of that. I'm signed to the illest label in the game right now, Griselda Records, and I'm from Buffalo, New York, which is like the home of everything, swaggy. So fuck with me.
All right, there you have it. And what's your Instagram and everything so they can just look you up and follow you, tap your links?
At Armani Caesar, ArmaniCaesar, because some people get that wrong. And then shop Armani's Closet, that's ArmaniCaesar.com, or you can follow us on Instagram at ARMANIS_closet, spelled the regular way. And YouTube, Armani Caesar TV, and all streaming platforms, the music.
Make sure y'all tap in with her. So have any other like labels, A&Rs, managers try to come swoop you up at all?
Nah, they know what's up with me. I'm loyal to the soil, baby.
Not saying you wouldn't flip the script or whatever. I'm just curious if they come, email or whatever.
I've had deals on the table before my deal, but I think that everybody just sees the progression and like what Griselda is doing for hip hop as a whole. And I think that, you know, everybody, if anything, just want to work. Like they want to collab or, you know, that kind of.
So this next thing I do is like a resume check, where you just drop your resume, everybody who you done worked with, you know, like now's the time to name drop, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh man, it's so many. Well, my first single was produced by the legendary DJ Premier, Simply Done, featuring me and Benny the Butcher. I also have a track right now that we just did a video for featuring West Side Gun, and it was produced by Alchemist. So shout out to them.
In the building.
Yeah. As far as like, I mean, we speaking like accolades too. I made Rolling Stones top 50 songs or albums of the year, and then top 10 verse of the year for actually my first debut verse when I got signed to Griselda. Everyone from Revo, Rolling Stone, Fader.
They all tapping in. Trust me. I want y'all to do y'all's research. I want y'all to really look her up, do some digging, and actually look at what she has going on. It is amazing. If I seen it with my own eyes. Trust me. So how has COVID been for you? Have you changed the way you push your music? Has it halted you, or has it been a blessing?
I feel like everything is a blessing. You know, we had to switch gears, of course, because I couldn't like do my regular promo runs and stuff. But at the same time, I enjoy being home. I enjoy being with my family. My business took off during COVID, so I felt
I bet.
yeah, like that was definitely a bet. And I think, you know, change is inevitable. You just got to learn how to move with the punches. You know?
Facts. Who are some people that you want, if you could choose anybody to do a feature with in the industry, who would you do a feature with? Pharrell. Interesting. I have not, I've did 300 interviews in these last 10 months. Haven't heard Pharrell once. Why Pharrell?
I love Pharrell. That's one of my favorite producers. He's just an amazing, you know, producer, and outside of just like beats, but just actually like cultivating like a song. And he's a fire artist, like one of my favorites.
Seems like he thinks outside of the box creatively.
He does. And he understands music on a whole different level. So I would love to work with him.
Okay. To that question, if you could tour with any artist, who would you tour with? That's different. You know, we got the crowd to think about. We got the energy, all of that. Who would you tour with?
Travis Scott and Don Toliver.
Woo! I know that concert going to be crazy.
Lit. It would be super lit. Yeah.
Mosh pits, crowd. Would you crowd surf?
Of course.
So you...
I'm hopping out there. I'm jumping out.
So you won't be scared of that you're going to...
No.
They ain't going to drop you.
Mm-mm. Nope. They're going to be too busy trying to fill in my book.
We probably right. Okay, that's dope. Yeah, Travis Scott, that'll be a lit-ass concert. Okay, who are some of your musical inspirations?
I mean, Biggie, Jay-Z, Kim, Foxy, Jada, Styles P, all of the people in my camp. It's so many. I think I've just growing to appreciate music. And then in school, I took a hip hop and context class with Ninth Wonder, and he taught us really like even more how to dig and appreciate music and the pioneers that came before us. So I'm, you know, just a sponge. I soak up everything.
That's dope. Where are you looking to take your music career? Like, what's the end goal? Do you have an end goal, or do you have an ultimate goal? Or
no, I just think that, you know, constantly getting better, perfecting my craft, and evolving as music, you know, evolves. You know, you can't just stay stuck in one genre, one realm, one anything. So I'm just open to staying fluid and palatable and, you know, being great.
okay. Are you looking to stay in the Carolinas for majority of your career, or do you want to travel, go back up north, or go to Cali? Or
I mean, I do that always anyway. I mean, I think I'm just like based here, and I love North Carolina. I feel like if anything, I would just start adding on to, you know, real estate and just start buying houses and condos, different places, because I'm already like bi-coastal now. I'm already like in New York and in LA all the time. So um,
This is a good place to do that too, because we're growing. We're one of the top 10 fastest growing cities in America, and we just keep growing. So we need people like you.
yeah, but when I'm at home, I kind of want to be out the way. I don't want to be in the mix all the time, when I'm chilling. So, when it's time to work, I'll go wherever the money is, wherever the money resides.
That's a big fact. Let's talk about your performance with Tidal. What was that like? What was the whole experience?
It was amazing. Like, it was just fire. I felt like that was the first time that we have all been on stage together since, probably like 10 years ago. So I think that it's just important to bask in that moment, and being able to do it with the people that I started with again is a blessing.
That's dope. So was it like an actual concert, or was it like a virtual type deal?
Yeah, so it was a virtual concert that Tidal put together for Benny and Conway, and Conway brought me out to do a song that was on my album and a song that was on his album.
Are people there?
Not many. It was, it was supposed to be just for, the crowd on Tidal, but physically, no.
And I'm just curious because, I got a little film background, so I was just curious how they put it together.
I mean, it was produced like really, really good. Like, but just for COVID reasons, everybody had to take a COVID test before. It was like they were very strict. I couldn't even bring like a lot of people just because, I literally just brought my security.
Was it weird performing in front of, I guess, nobody? Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I mean,
But still, no, Tidal is huge, so I can only imagine how many people were looking at it.
yeah, just because you grow, like when you do shows, you kind of grow accustomed to feeding off the energy of the crowd. So that was a little bit different, but I mean, it was fun nonetheless. Yeah.
New Year's resolution. What is your New Year's resolution?
I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions, just because I feel like I use every day when I wake up to, declare and decree what I'm going to do and what I'm going to be,
Not the top of the year.
Not the top of the year. I usually start things like around, like right before the top of the year. So like December is when I started my businesses, is when like I kind of get in go mode. Like fourth quarter for me is like first for other people. Like,
What's your sign?
Gemini.
Woo,
We the
It's all good though. I feel it. I got a lot of friends that are Gemini, so y'all cool in my book. I'm an Aquarius, so we match well together. Okay, so I have this last segment called One Piece of Advice. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. Okay, first off, give one piece of advice to up and coming female artists in America trying to make it right now.
Just do your research, pop yourself, try to stay independent as long as you can, read your contracts, and just stay focused and serious about your business.
Okay, give one piece of advice to those who underestimate you.
Keep doing that, because that's like my superpower.
Underestimate.
Yeah, I mean, even coming out the gate with my first song that I dropped, which was with West Side Gun on his album. That was my first verse, and everybody just went crazy, and it ended up on all of these lists, all these top lists, because people didn't think that I would be able to rap because I look like how I look.
Don't underestimate her. She's just gonna use it. Motivation.
Yeah, it's motivation, and it's like now people know what I sound like and know what to expect. So now it's like the bar is set, and yeah, the pressure on now. It wasn't no pressure before because I could just have fun with it and do what I do.
And then one piece of advice to 21-year-old you.
Just be patient. It ain't gonna always be like this. And just stay down, stay focused, and just make sure that you put your money first. Yeah.
Stop playing around. Dollar bills, you know what I'm saying?
Don't leave no money on the table.
I ain't mad at that. And then what's next for you? Just any singles, tapes, albums, EPs?
So I'm dropping a list too at the top of this year, or 2021. I also have another line that I'm gonna drop like of merch, more so like geared toward the guys. I'm also gonna be vlogging a lot more.
Yes, more content.
Yes, definitely more content. And you're just gonna be seeing a lot of me everywhere.
That's dope. I'm excited to see that. Any last words before we get out of here?
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, all of that. Thank you guys for joining us. Please tap in with her. Go ahead and give your social media one more time.
Yes, it's at Armani Caesar, ARMANI CAESAR. Armani's Closet is Armani's underscore closet, and all things Armani at ArmaniCaesar.com.
Definitely tap in with her. Tap in with me also. I'm your host, Adrian Nyce. Follow me on the gram. Follow the show, Mouthin Out. Subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to the Instagram, MOUTHINOUT. F what you talking about, because over here we Mouthin Out. Peace.
That was cool. Thank you.
The mic makes it. So what I do. Ah!